Belfast Public Library Children's Technology Grant. Our library is the Belfast Public Library, which is located in Belfast, Texas, close to the Mexican border towards Southeast Texas. We're a public library in a rural area, and we're the only library in town. Belfast has 2,147 citizens, with the majority of citizens having children in their house. The main ethnicities in Belfast are Caucasian with 57.3%, Hispanic with 19.8%, and African American with 13.1%. The other races are 9.8% of the population for the sake of this presentation. More data can be given upon request. The average household income in Belfast, Texas is $48,966, with 49% of them being single income households. Oil is a leading industry in Belfast, with construction being the next biggest industry. This is the outside of our building. It's adequately sized, being built in the 1980s. We carry physical items such as books, DVDs, and CDs, as well as computers and internet capabilities. We have juvenile services like summer reading club, various story times with different themes, and arts and crafts programs. We also have adult services that relate to job seeking and resume building programs, as well as senior and genealogy services that relate to financial and technology programs. We have a wonderful staff, some of which are shown on screen. We have one director with a Master's of Library and Information Science degree, one children's librarian, and one adult librarian who both have Masters of Library and Information Science degrees as well. There are also several paraprofessionals, which include 2 part-time clerks, 1 full-time, and 2 part-time library assistants at the service desks. Our proposed project is 18 tablets with 14 stream focus applications pre-programmed on them in English and Spanish, geared towards school-age children. This project will include 18 tablets, 18 protective cases, 18 headphones, 9 audio splitters, and a charging cart that can house up to 20 tablets. When we started thinking about something new for our library, we began brainstorming with these 4 simple questions. Starting with what's going right with our library, we have a high participation rate with our children's programming, children and adult program efforts in bilingual materials and programs, and generally our circulation numbers are up. Next, we have what is going wrong with our library. That includes low participation rates in children and adult programs from families of color, a large sitting space in our children's area that is generally unused, and local children in the community lacking STEM opportunities in school and community. Next, we thought about what was missing from our library. Our programs are not attracting families of color or families who want STEM, especially technology programs, since there's a lack of technology in our children's area. After that, we felt that some items were still confused. We didn't know if we needed to remove the unused sitting space to create something new for the technology programming we need, or if we could utilize that space instead. Another question we had was if the tablets would be considered a program if the technology is available to the children whenever. As a library system, we decided that we would utilize the space we had and that we would have some introductory programs available for families new to the technology before they're able to use it by themselves. Next, we vetted our tablet idea with a SWOT analysis. Starting with the strengths, our children's programming numbers are up, as is our circulation, especially in Spanish materials. We also have a passion on staff in both Spanish and STEM. Next, we have lack of funding for expanded programming and lack of technology for children as our weaknesses. But we have stream-based opportunities wanted in our community. More opportunities include applying for grants, being the only library in the area with the technology, and an alliance with STEM teachers in the local community. Lastly, we have to think about potential threats, which include a lack of marketing that won't allow patrons to know this new service is available, a lack of patrons using the devices even after launch, being unprepared for technology issues, and running the possibility of damaging the devices by putting them in the hands of children. At the Belfast Public Library, we have to align our projects and understandings with our values. The project is accessible since our technology is free and available to anyone who visits the library, cardholders and non-cardholders alike. It's also diverse since the technology has both English and Spanish programs on the devices. Our technology has stream-based stories pre-programmed on them so families and children can learn more about these opportunities. Lastly, we are expanding the services we provide to the children and families in our community. We have some professional and academic literature to support our tablet idea. According to Habler et al., 23 studies were conducted and a whopping 16 reported positive learning outcomes, 5 reported no difference in learning outcomes, and 2 reported negative learning outcomes in children aged 5 to 20. However, it's important to note that effective technology management is critical to the successful introduction of tablets. In fact, Sung et al. Made the connection that imaginative interaction with technology increases areas of creativity, collaboration, and communication, which they refer to as the 3 Cs. Hosseini et al. Observed more active participation from students who were often silent and tend to participate in fewer activities and sessions without collaborative gameplay and technology. Our persona is Ryan Hernandez, a 7-year-old Hispanic boy in 2nd grade at the public Belfast Elementary School. He loves dinosaur books, watches Paw Patrol, and likes comfy chairs like beanbag chairs. He can count up to 100, likes eating lunch at school because he can eat with his friends, and has a cat named Moo who doesn't like him as much as he likes Moo. He loves Legos, finger painting, making and playing with slime, and collecting rocks while his mom Rachel identifies them for him. Rachel reads to him at night in English and in Spanish. Our project aligns with Ryan's values as well. He values comfortability, which is good because the chairs in the children's sitting area are already comfortable. He values his friends and being social during lunch at school, so having the multiple tablets available and audio splitters with headphones allows multiple children to be on one tablet, so they're able to do it all together. This also helps out his mother, Rachel, as she can coordinate with his friends' parents to chaperone trips to the library, so Ryan is able to be there more often than Rachel may be able to take him personally. Lastly, he values streamed learning with his love for Legos, painting, slime, and rocks. Our technology has stream-based applications and bilingual programs, so Ryan can learn these ideas early on. His mother, Rachel, wants this for him, as shown by her reading to him in English and Spanish every night.
Belfast Public Library's existing inventory for the new tablets and for marketing includes our tech center that houses our multifunction printer, paper, and ink. We also have electricity to power the library and internet with Wi-Fi. Our current unused space is the back quarter of the library. It is not a designated space for any specific activity, so we feel that this would best serve as the new area where our children's tablets will live. Along with the space itself, the area also houses an assortment of chairs, round and long tables with character artwork from various books aimed towards children on the walls. Our budget plan includes 18 8-inch Samsung Galaxy Tab A tablets that will be loaded with various free stream applications. We will also have 18 Time City Galaxy Tab A bumper cases with stands because bumper cases work well when handled by children. Our budget includes 9 2-packs of iClever kids headphones with splitters and a charging cart that will hold up to 20 tablets. For our party, we have budgeted for 4 15-count assorted latex helium balloons, 6 Cat in the Hat I Love Reading balloons, and we will have an assortment of brownies and cookies for the children. For our marketing, we have chosen to include our patrons that already come to the library by handing out flyers in the library itself while also posting to our social media accounts, Facebook and Instagram. More importantly, we want to bring children in that have not been to the library or don't frequent it often. To do this, we will collaborate with the local elementary school to send those same flyers home with children and will take out an ad in the local paper. Our main target audience is children of color who come from low-income families. We will also be contacting local news media to inform them of our plan to bring new, innovative, and educational technology to children of the city of Belfast. By getting the media involved, we hope to provide another avenue to be seen by their families. To market to our target audience, we have created a flyer in Spanish as well that will be handed out and sent home with students. According to Zosh et al., libraries have to learn to adapt to the times because education inequality is becoming a problem and they can't wait for formal education to fix it. As a public library, it is our responsibility to help educate future generations and not only get them into the library, but keep them in the library. Staying relevant to better suit our community by providing various resources and education is vital to a library's core. Tablets offer a great tool to aid children in learning, and according to Habler, Major, and Hennessy, based on their literature review, there is little doubt that tablets can help children complete a variety of learning tasks. We have chosen to start with 14 stream-related applications that include Rubes Lab, Ocean, Pocket Physics, Scratch Junior, Lego Video, 3D Bear, Smart Tales, 3D Brain, Stop Motion Studio, Science Zone, Starry Night Interactive, Games of Evolution, Monster Math, and Astronomy for Kids. Each of these apps align with one of the letters in the acronym STREAM: Science, Technology, Reading, Engineering, Art, and Math. Of those apps that use the language, there is an option for both English and Spanish. Our timeline starts with the 1st of June and will end with the party and launch of the tablets August 15th, 2022. We will purchase the Samsung Galaxy 8 tablets the 1st of June from Best Buy. They have a fairly fast arrival date, but we will give a full 30 days for all the tablets to arrive in case of shipping delays. We will start setting up children's profiles, troubleshoot parental controls, and install the Stream apps on the 1st of July and give approximately 14 days to accomplish it. Starting mid-July, we will take an ad out in the local paper, print out promotional material, and hand them out, and post to our social media pages to market our new technology to children and their parents. The marketing will last for 30 days due to having to wait until children are back in school. August 5th will be the day we start to set up the old space to accommodate the tablets and rearrange our already existing tables and chairs. On August 8th through the 10th will be the time that we will set aside to inform the local radio and news stations about the new children's tablets with Stream apps and the benefits this will provide to the community. Party supplies will be purchased on August 12th and will last 3 days to accommodate the time it takes to have the baked goods made in order and picked up helium balloons. The party and release of the tablets loaded with apps will be held on August 15th.
The Belfast Public Library will implement an assessment plan to make sure we are meeting the goals we need to achieve for our program to be successful. We will do this by using SMART goals. Our specific goal is to increase the technology use for families of color in our children's department. With this program, we hope to promote education and literacy among children in our community by offering a range of educational preloaded apps. We would also like to promote diversity among our patrons by offering tailored apps specifically to children of other cultural backgrounds. We would be able to measure our goal of a successful children's program by tracking our patron usage and circulation of the tablets being checked out. Our library will require either a library card to do this, or we would also offer a guest pass to access the tablets. The guest pass will be available at the circulation desk. After the program is implemented and has been in use for several months, we will compile reports of our results. We will conduct surveys with the children and their parents or guardians to see how they like the new technology and how they benefit from it. Action will be taken to make sure we have a successful program. The first action will be to purchase tablets with a tablet cart for storage and charging station. We will need to create an inviting space in the children's area for the tablets to live and for the children to use them comfortably. We will need to market our program using social media and by visiting elementary schools in the area. Our library will also host a release party for the new technology with cookies and brownies for the children. They will be able to see the technology and try it out. Our staff will need to be properly trained on using the technology. They will do this by on-the-job training. Our most relevant goals will be low effort while providing high value to our community. Purchasing and providing the tablets will be of high value to the children and our community. We will print the flyers at the library, which is little effort, and distribute them at the local elementary schools to spread awareness of our program, which will yield new patrons and bring in existing ones more frequently. We will put on a party to serve the cookies and brownies to the children. This will give them a chance to experience the technology and see the updated children's area. Our timeline goal is to have the tablets in children's area all set up by August of 2022. We'll conduct the patron surveys in the spring of 2023 and evaluate how the program is serving our community.